Welcome to the Bad Movie Night podcast, covering the worst movies you've never seen. We hope you enjoy listening to Bad Movie Night podcast.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Bad Movie Night podcast. My name is Chris, and tonight we have checked out the 1986 horror movie, Devil's Story. And this is a prime example of why you don't have your 12-year-old nephew do the soundtrack to a movie. Perhaps metronomes were not invented in the early 80s. I don't know.
It's French. It's French.
They didn't have time for that.
It's
Yeah,
France.
it's experimental.
It's a little experimental. What if the timing is just ever so off? People will like that, right? It'll be different. It's a new wave.
They just wanted the music to fit with like all the other dialogue and everything else.
Well, it was like a real shitty version of the old monster movie scores.
Oh, it's like a cheap Casio version of those.
Yeah,
That makes
and
sense.
just horrible.
What?
Horrible.
I don't know. I really like that part where it's like.
Now,
Pretty good.
were the weird
recreate.
bird screeches supposed to be part of the soundtrack, or were those supposed to be birds in the tree?
They just got caught in the movie.
That's just France for you.
That's just
You ever been to France?
What kind of birds do they have over there?
Who's been to France? Yeah,
Pterodactyls.
Who's been to France?
Oh. You've been
Chris,
to France,
you've been to
Chris?
France? I thought you hadn't been out of Pennsylvania.
When the hell were you in France?
he's been to.
It's like, is there a France, Pennsylvania? Yeah,
Technically,
some chili.
listen,
I've
I've been to Bed Bath and Beyond, and I think that encompasses. All right,
I mean, it's the beyond.
I went to the bed section. I went to the bath
Did you eat
section.
a croissant?
I entered
while
a
you were
new
there?
section. I assume that's Beyond, and that's pretty much everything.
What do
So.
they have in the Beyond section? I've never been to one.
It's like the shit you see
That
on
movie with Adam
QVC,
Sandler,
where it's like,
Beckinsale.
do you want to buy this fan that's futuristic and costs $600 and doesn't have blades and doesn't actually do anything?
Do you want this non-stick pan that's going to leach chemicals?
to
and then
But
it has
Beyond
copper
doesn't
in it.
exist anymore, right?
We said non-stick. We meant it won't stick
do
to your
exist
cabinets. But the food will sure as fuck burn all over that. Yeah.
Oh yeah, so we're supposed to remind everyone. Good transition, by the way. The Bad Movie Night podcast live stream has moved to Tuesday nights. It was Monday nights at 8:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now it is on Tuesday nights for the summer. It might switch back, but for now, that's what it's sticking at. So we want you to join us because it's always fun when there's an audience here. Like we have a few people in the chat right now. We got Jamie, we got Taylor, and we got Sean. And a bunch of other people. I assume they just don't want to come out and get known that they watch this bullshit. And that's understandable. Frankly, I understand that. But if you're interested, Tuesday nights, 8:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on our YouTubes. Anyways, tonight, The Devil's Story, which was a little movie that I just stumbled upon on Tubi. The cover looked intriguing, and I added it. And I did not know we were going to go on the journey we went on for this movie.
Thanks,
so,
Chris.
AJ, can you tell me what Devil's Story is
God.
about?
I don't know. I'm gonna try. We'll see. When a deformed man starts attacking people in the French countryside,
I'm constipated.
is that a wild horse tormenting an old man named John Sebastian Bach's castle? What about the mummy on the ship, searching for its body?
I am a mummy.
Is this just the new Scooby-Doo live-action movie? Step aside, old Graf. Make
Got
way
some
for the
friends for
1985
you now.
underground French classic, The Devil's Story.
The Devil's Story.
Ruh-roh, Raggy. How do you say that in French?
Rated R for its nonsensical plot.
Les
You
Rotrons.
say, we just lost all our French listeners.
Didn't have any.
Is that why? Never mind. I'm not going to say anything.
Why, if it was in France, did the car have a Florida license plate?
Because it was supposed to
Because
be
it's making fun of
in
Florida.
America.
Of course.
Okay,
else do you
what
want?
part of
Where
Florida
else
has
do you-
castles?
Dude.
Cliffs.
But the fourth one stood.
Orlando?
What part of Florida has men shooting guns at horses?
Most
Every-
of it.
Every part of
A lot of Florida.
Pretty realistic.
That's
Are you
Florida.
questioning my
that's what's
Second
on
Amendment
their
rights right
flag.
now? How dare you, Spiv?
I'll shoot a horse.
I'll ride a cowboy, though.
I learned this is interesting. When a lot of people leave Pennsylvania, the state they move
No.
to the most is Florida. It's the number
Well, that's
one
because they
That's
saw
all
like
old people.
hope and dreams, and then they realized, oh, capitalism has crushed everything, and then they're like, where do I go to just die a horrible death? Florida.
state. Makes sense.
Just to end it.
Just to end
die
it.
in
Be
Disneyland.
done with it.
Yep. Just go to
Yeah.
Disneyland, get some
Go
crocodiles,
in the
eat
Goddamn
swamp and
owls.
just call it there.
They wanted to grow some fake hamburgers in a peach tree dish.
They want to eat their mayonnaise on their cheeseburger. They go to Florida, right, Chris?
Oh, is that a mark? Okay. Well, this is not a political
It's
podcast,
not a political
Spiv.
I'm sorry, I just came across that today and I just
Ew.
couldn't believe it.
Spiv.
Someone actually said
This
that.
is a family-friendly show.
I'm sorry, I'm JT.
I'm JT. Okay, we'll unpack this
Justin
later.
Timberlake? What?
Yeah, I don't. This is some slack. Oh, everybody! By the way, it was Lindsay's birthday, so everybody wish Lindsay a happy birthday in the comments.
Thank you.
Aaron's is coming up in 3 days.
Happy birthday.
I don't know. I'm too old to remember.
What are you
when.
hitting, Aaron? 25? 26?
Yes, I mean, look at
26.
this. Obviously,
Look good.
Two.
Look good.
Yep.
Oh shit! Started heavily drinking and I forgot we're not doing the pre-show anymore, so we should probably move on.
Holy shit! It's 15 minutes of this. We gotta get going here.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Man,
go,
I listened to like
Longest
other people's
premise
podcasts, and it was like so much.
Like focused.
So yeah, time to move on. Here we go. Time for the history hole. Something we can hear every week for 1986, where we get a little context from the movie and the year it was released. So here we go.
For Aaron's history hole.
Devil story.
Oh, man.
Hey, it's a
Il
step up.
était une fois le diable.
That is so freaky looking.
That was gross.
Can you like stretch it so like
My mustache lines up.
Yeah.
My face is
Yeah.
just not proportioned properly, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know what's creepier, the teeth or the eyes. It's a toss up, honestly.
It is, isn't it? That's pretty good.
By the way, this is a good point. You should join for the live video show to get Aaron's visuals that
Visuals.
Oh yeah.
accompany the history hole.
Join us. Become one of us. I look like Peter Boyle. I look like.
That's who I kept
Exactly.
seeing.
Yeah.
yesterday.
You
man.
do look like Peter Boyle.
Yes.
All right.
Everybody
Character in
loves
the new
Raymond.
Rob Zombie
Love you.
Munchkin movie.
Young Frankenstein.
Long Frankenstein. Okay.
Lindsay's ruining the show with all of her coughing.
Whoa.
She's
I
I'm
don't
sorry.
think that's
she's
ruining the
old
show.
now. You give
I
her-
Hey, that's-
smoked a lot of cigarettes this weekend for some
that's a new thing we're
stupid
doing.
fucking reason. I'm like, I'm
calling
gonna
people out.
smoke.
You're too old for that shit.
Yes, very much.
Too
so.
old to be smoking cigarettes now.
It is cool, though.
Do you want to live forever?
It is cool.
It is cool.
Oh, is it?
When in Colorado, right?
God, that
All right.
is creepy.
Yes.
All right, get this over with.
Too much.
All right. So this film, title Devil Story, aka Il était une fois le diable,
Oh, boy.
roughly translates to Once Upon a Time There Was the Devil. This was released in November 26th, 1986, in France, and later last year, actually September 30th, 2021, at the USA Fantastic Fest.
Nice.
Ooh.
Fantastic Fest.
Brought it
Yeah,
back.
I think did Vinegar Syndrome put out a disc of this? I think.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, they definitely did because the credits after the credits has
That's cool.
their logo that pops
Okay. All right, so you films from November 1986. We have Hoosiers,
Good.
An American Tale,
I never saw that.
Fievel.
It's really good.
No, I've seen Fievel.
That's good.
Gene
I just
Hackman.
don't like basketball. Yeah, I know it's Gene Hackman. I just don't like basketball.
It's not about basketball.
It's not about basketball, Chris.
Is it about a basketball team?
I don't
They're
know.
in it.
Is
rest
it
my
in
case.
Indiana?
It's about Gene Hackman.
It's really good.
Gene Hackman's great. I love Gene
I
Hackman.
mean, love me some French Connection, right?
Oh, it's a great movie.
It's a great movie.
We have Firewalker, which we're going to talk about in a little bit. We have The Wraith, Star Trek IV, The Voyage Home, also known as
Voyage Home.
Black Moon Rising, which we've all probably heard of, but I've never actually seen, and I want to watch it.
It's cool. It's
that
fun.
looks
There's
cool.
some. It's kind of boring in parts, but there's some really cool shit in there.
Is it a spaceship?
It's a
No.
car.
It's a car. It's pretty cool. It was written by John Carpenter, and he has this to say about the film. It was my car is stolen, and I'm gonna get it back story. I've never actually seen the final film.
That's a good way to say that.
yeah.
There's a pretty cool
Associated.
stunt in it. Very
Yeah,
cool stunt
it's got
in it.
young Tommy Lee Jones too. It's pretty cool. A thief, Quint.
I
is
don't
hired-
care.
Get off my wife. Wait, what? Thief Quint is hired by the Justice Department to steal incriminating tapes from a corrupt corporation. The tapes vanish when Quint hides them in the back of a hydrodynamic-powered racing car that is
Sweet.
stolen by a hot car ring.
Dude, that's pretty cool. I don't know what a
sounds
hydrodynamic racing car is, but it sounds badass.
doesn't
I'm not
make
gonna
any
lie.
sense.
Pretty
Is it like
cool.
is it like watching the
Dynamic
vanishing
water-powered
point?
car?
Because then I'd be here for it.
What'd you
I
say,
think John
AJ?
Carpenter was
I
super
said, is it
high
like
with
watching
that.
Vanishing Point? Because I'd be here for it.
Oh, fucking Vanishing
No, it's
Point.
very different than Vanishing Point.
Let's watch Vanishing Point.
All I'm picturing is like a car with a giant like mill wheel on it with.
I think it's powered by it's powered. It's powered by
Are you
water
talking
bank.
dirty to me right now?
You rock it and it just keeps going. All right, and finally,
Chris.
Chris, get ready. Firewalker.
Oh, Chuck
Chuck
Norris.
Norris.
Fucking
Favorite, Chris.
Who's
Man,
the
that's
other
definitely
guy?
like an
Oh,
Indiana
Luke
Jones
Those
ripoff.
guys
If I ever
are
saw one.
This is a buddy comedy movie with it's like got some Indiana Jones elements. It looks
Yeah,
really fun.
totally. It's like Temple of Doom scene right
Is
behind
Sharon
there.
Stone in that one?
I don't think so.
Or no, she's the King Solomon's Mines one.
Yeah. That makes more sense. Maybe this
Johnny
is Tony
Davies.
Katane. All right, so Firewalker from 1986. A pair of adventurers try to track down an ancient Aztec / Mayan / Egyptian / Apache hoard of gold. I like gold.
That's a
You
lot.
got none of this sounds appealing to me.
It looks fun though. It looks
Sounds
really
like
fun.
DNA. Let's watch it.
Yeah. The trailer looks fun.
Like, does
Bunch of
anyone
movies combined.
does anyone be like, "Oh, Chuck Norris is in that. I want to see that."
Yes.
It looks like young Chuck
mean,
Norris.
Lone Wolf and the Quaid was pretty fucking kick ass.
Yeah,
That was
exactly.
pretty kick ass. That was.
He drove that Jeep out of the ground.
He was
problem is,
revived by
If you
beer.
watch, if you watch Firewalker, it's going to be the best movie of the year. Like, that's why we
Movie of
can't
the
watch it.
Yeah, we
Because the
can't watch
action's
that.
going to be too good. It's going to
We
be
know
too
that's
Spiv and
Witchcraft's
Lindsay
8, 7.
will get
Yeah.
like jaded by that
Yes.
the generic action. They'll be like, "Yeah, it's the best movie ever."
Yep. And we're done.
That's what's gonna happen.
And
Because
then
we
Ticker
know
wins
what's
movie of the year
best.
again somehow, right?
And then it goes to Ticker.
It wasn't because it was an
Horrible
action movie. It wasn't because it was an action movie. It's because it displayed every little bad movie thing in one movie.
It did do that.
I tried to justify Air Panic. No one cared about that.
I was with you, AJ. Air Panic movie of the year
Dude,
2020.
Faust was definitely better than all those movies.
Guys,
and
it's
Rebecca
almost
was
June. Let it go. We can argue
Never
about it
gonna
next time.
die.
End of this
Never
year, we can
let it
argue.
Never gonna die.
Air Panic, stop the steal.
I think we should redo that one.
Oh, God. Stop.
Should have another vote at the beginning of next year's awards. That's what we should do. We should start with that.
Yeah,
We should have a
categories.
Actually
It'll be
won
fine.
by 6
We'll
votes.
say
should-
this is what happened. Okay.
We should have an award for like the last year, like changing our mind, because we always change our
Yeah.
mind. Except for Riot, because that
That's
movie
true.
was amazing.
You mean Rage?
That
Or
would be a good
Rage,
idea,
yeah,
though.
Riot,
Everyone-
Riot was the bad version.
Yeah, no, that's a good idea. Everyone pick out an award that they would change.
Yeah, it's not bad. We're not gonna remember that, but that
Nope.
was a good idea.
Nope.
All right, continue. Aaron,
No
this is
one write it
long. These
down.
history holes are so
take
goddamn long.
forever.
They've never been short. You said this was a short one.
We've been interrupting a lot.
So sad.
There's nothing on the screen.
Look at how sad he is. All right, Are you good, Aaron? I'm gonna do the bumper.
Maybe
so-
he got kicked by a horse.
All right, thank you, Aaron, for that intro. Time to move on and do the rabbit hole.
It's time for the rabbit hole. Grab your rope and your galoshes and prepare to dive deep into your host's wealth of knowledge with more connections than a LinkedIn recruiter or a Wikipedia editor on a 5-day meth bender. Here's your host, Lindsay Washburn.
Can you see it?
Yep. Good to go.
Okay, I'm hoping to remember what all I put in here. This is our movie. There were a couple other covers, excuse me, and this was the best one I could find, but it's still kind of blurry.
I think it's got everything in there. There's
Yeah.
the pirate ship and
pretty
the
cool
house and
cover.
the mummy.
Where's the pirate ship?
Guy on
I got
fire.
glaucoma, so I can't see that shit.
You can hear it. It's just creaking in the background.
You didn't see
You didn't have that cool ass jacket though. Like that looks like a cool ass jacket, but in the movie it wasn't as
It
cool.
was not very cool.
It should have been that cool.
And the effects were done by this guy, Andre Trail. I could not find a photo anywhere of this guy.
Man.
Oh, but, I mean,
Well, that works. What you did there. That works.
it does. And I mean, it could have been pictures of him, but I couldn't confirm that they were pictures of him. So I'm just like, I'm just gonna do this.
That's responsible.
So he did the FX, and there were quite a few like blood effects, a few special effects. And he also did the special effects for A View to a Kill.
Oh, cool.
Bond.
Wow.
Yeah, this was
That's
like
crazy.
the biggest thing that he did. And this movie starred Roger Moore as James Bond and Tanya Roberts, who's been on the podcast in a movie before, as Stacey Sutton. And Christopher Walken as Max
Why?
Zorin.
Why?
Those glasses.
Why?
Yeah.
Why am I
He's a good villain.
a villain?
Yes.
Why am I a villain?
Mr. Bond.
And it also starred Grace Jones as
Oh, yeah.
Mayday.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was badass.
Look at that
And-
guy. I mean,
Yeah,
Like I want to flip the picture 90 degrees. Like his face is weird right now.
it's very weird. Well, he's getting
You'd
picked
be
up
weird
by,
too if someone was holding you above their head.
right?
Okay, that's fair. I've never been picked up like that.
Let's do it, Chris.
Can we recreate this image next time, Aaron?
Yeah,
What do
this
we
is how
got?
you
You
break your
should.
leg.
This is how you broke my
You can
fucking
fight.
arm,
This is
probably.
how you can let go of me breaking your arm.
By the way, Aaron broke my arm before, just so you
Oh,
guys know.
Christ. I didn't mean it like that. God damn it.
Well, Miss Grace Jones, she's an actress, singer, songwriter, model, and she's from Jamaica.
Whoa,
This is one
Lindsay.
of her albums.
Inappropriate.
Hold on.
Christ.
That's cool.
It's a famous
wood.
album cover.
Yeah.
It's not unusual. Oh, sorry, that's wrong.
And she was also a staple at Studio 54 in the
Oh.
disco scene in New York in the late 70s and 80s. So let's talk a little bit about Studio 54. So many
Nice.
people went to this place. You got Jamie Lee Curtis and her mother up there from
that
Psycho,
Rod Stewart?
Janet Leigh. That is
Robin
Robin
Williams.
Williams and his wife
Whatever.
and Andy Warhol sitting on a couch
What?
together. There's Brooke Shields and Debbie Harry of Blondie.
Debbie Harry.
Brooke
Wow, look how
Shields
young
is
Brooke Shields is.
13.
Oh, that's terrible.
She took her to that
Fucking
club?
terrible.
Oh,
How
just
did
wait.
she get in there?
Oh
They
my
didn't
God,
card
the
anybody.
70s.
Right, they
And
didn't care about
here
that.
is 8-year-old Drew Barrymore dancing
my
at Studio 54.
That explains a
Nice.
lot.
Well, she would go there because her mother knew that they'd want Drew to come in, so her mother could go in with her because her mom was the
What a
partier
terrible person.
and introduced her daughter to drugs at like the age of 7 and all that kind of stuff.
Sounds
so,
about right.
Oh yeah.
Hashtag parenting. Got it.
Yup. And it was run and started by this guy, Steve Rubell. He passed away in 1989.
Drug
And
overdose.
the place was, I'm not sure. I think it was a heart attack. So,
He stopped doing coke and then his heart just shut
Right.
down. He actually
You-
died 5 years earlier.
Right? But
Stayed alive with all the
Took him
cocaine.
that long to wind down.
the FBI raided the place in 78 after this guy told media that they made more money than the mafia.
Wow.
So him and his partner were busted on tax evasion and they had to sell it to a different owner who had it through the 80s up until the early 90s. And then it was sold again and now I think some big like entertainment company owns it, and like 20 other clubs
Disney.
or something. Yeah, it's owned by Disney.
Do they still allow 8-year-olds?
Doubtful.
So by Disney.
Only
by Disney.
on Disney Princess Night.
Well, they did a movie about it called 54. It came out in 1998. And the only thing good about it is Mike Myers' performance, because he plays Steve Rubel. He's very, very good.
I can see that.
That's the only good thing. So if you want to watch like a late 90s drama comedy about like the seedy underbelly of something, just go watch Boogie Nights, because it's a much better movie. So
Yeah, Boogie Nights is good.
yep,
Yeah, that's
there
good.
you go.
Thank you, Lindsay. That was a great rabbit hole. Don't do drugs. Stay in schools. Well, whatever. I tried being nice. I don't
to
care.
do drugs until after school.
If you do, if you do
When
them,
you get off the bus,
at least share them. All right, share them. All right.
Sharon is cared.
don't forget your bus driver.
I feel like what I tried to do there didn't go well. Okay, we're gonna move on. Here we go. Here we go. Hey everyone, this is Chris. I'm just reminding you in the still of tonight to go to patreon.com/badmovienightshow and sign up. For $2 a month, you get access to the exclusive bonus podcast pre-show, as well as other bonuses. That's patreon.com/badmovienightshow. All right, time to talk about Devil's Story. Rebecca, what did you think?
Oh my. I didn't understand what was happening through most of it. There was a lot of horse neighing.
Horsing around.
There was a lot of screaming.
Shit, that's a good title.
Yeah, I wasn't a fan. It was just too hard to follow or to care what was happening.
Okay. Spiv, what'd you think?
It was weird, man. It was weird. Like, it started from the synopsis and the start. I thought this was just going to be like a mutant chasing slasher movie. And it turned into something else, man. I don't know how to describe it.
Did it blow your mind?
It blew my mind, Chris. Just like that woman in the raincoat. And yeah, this
Big
it
fan.
was weird. It was weird.
Sounds like
I think
big fan.
I think I'm a big fan. I don't know.
Really?
You like it weird.
So wait, you actually didn't mind the experience, is what you're saying?
It was a trip. Yeah.
Okay, fair. Lindsay, what'd you think?
I'm kind of in the same boat. I don't know what to make of this movie. I wasn't happy while I was watching it at all. I didn't feel like I was having a good time. But it's like if you took out
France?
if you took out the shots of cliffs, a cat, the woods, a lady laying there screaming, a man firing a shotgun wildly, and a horse running around neighing, there'd be 4 minutes in this movie.
Yeah,
And it would be people bleeding.
And there would be people bleeding. Yeah. This movie is all filler. But all the filler is just so batshit crazy that you can't make sense of it. Like, when the ship comes out of the rocks, it took me forever to first figure out what the fuck it was.
Yes.
It was
Yeah.
amazing.
I'm like, what is this? Because it was hard to understand the old man when he's telling the story, so I had no context
It's
for
the five
anything.
brothers.
Yeah. But I did laugh out loud pretty hard at one part, which we could talk about later. But I'm still up and down on this one. Like, I didn't enjoy the movie. It's not a fun watch, but there's many intriguing things going on within it.
Very interesting. AJ, what'd you think?
Yeah, I kind of agree with all this, what everyone has been saying. It is a weird movie. Man, it just went on and on and on and on. And
And it's only 70 minutes.
Only
The
7
longest
There's so
70
many-
minutes
there's-
ever.
There's literally these scenarios set up, and they keep revisiting the scenarios without there being any like progression to them. That's like one of the ways I could explain it. It was not a good time.
Okay. Aaron, what'd you think? I understand all that. I'll play a clip, and then you can continue.
That
audio
pretty much
was-
sums up the whole movie.
that
Yep,
clip
that's
was
it.
called "I Have to Take a Shit," or I currently am.
That poor guy.
don't even know where to
kicked
begin
in
with
the
this
head
film.
with a horse.
I have no idea what it was about. I don't know why there's a mummy. Why Peter Boyle's in this
Because
movie.
the ship
I
came
don't.
from Egypt.
Where does this grandpa
was
get a
in the
shotgun with
story.
unlimited ammo? I
Yeah.
don't
They're,
understand.
they're special blue shells.
Why does the girl fall into like a ground gina thing? Like, what is going on here?
And just
Round
extreme
Gina.
content.
Yeah,
that's
that's a good word for
I
it.
don't understand this movie at all.
She
Was
got
it a
sucked
dream?
down to
It is French.
Was it a dream?
Le dream.
No.
A dream?
No, it was not a dream,
She
Aaron.
was
Didn't you
taken
see in
down
the
to hell.
bathroom? They had the
This
raincoat
is
there in the
fucking
corner.
the devil's story, Aaron. It's the fucking devil's story.
I believe it's actually called Il était voir le diable.
I like to call you the tit.
Il était. Sorry. Il était
Il
voir le
était.
diable.
You
Il
don't
était.
pronounce the last T.
Il était.
Le twat.
Family show, guys.
So many
Family
good-
show.
So many good alternate titles right here, right now. I'm proud of you all. I don't know if it's still my turn or not, but I think that pretty much sums up how this movie feels when you're watching it. It's just, I don't know what's going on. I have no idea.
I think you're all right, but I kind of enjoyed like the very confident nature of like its nonsensicalness. Does that make sense? Like they were like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, this
Yeah,
is
they
we're gonna
definitely
do this
lean
and this
into
and
it.
this. But none of it makes any sense, right?
No.
It's the
Not at all.
equinox.
And the other issue is there's no, because usually with a movie like this where there's lots of weird visions or symbolism going on, there's atmosphere, and this movie has no atmosphere.
There's a cliff.
It's not
with heat
moody
waves.
or dark or
Yeah,
anything.
I mean,
it just looks European.
It looks very European.
You
At one
mean
point, though,
Floridian.
at one point they show you like this castle from like Dark Souls or Bloodborne or one
They
of
were
these
so
video games.
lucky to
cool.
get that location
That's like
outside of
awesome.
it,
University or
It's
something.
That should have been
amazing.
the movie.
right?
Yes, they just need to keep that.
Because
Make
the
it
inside
plain Bach.
location definitely was not that castle.
Yeah, no. Maybe they redecorated.
It's possible.
I like this for the just like confusing nature. Like it was such an oddity. Like I didn't know
yeah.
where it was going because there's
Oh,
no
yeah.
story, and it just keeps focusing on random shit, and then it just ends. Like I was really excited to see how this thing was going to end, and it ended in a way that was like, oh yeah, this doesn't make any sense. Like it was perfect.
There's
Yeah.
no
Loops.
closure on anything. You get no answers.
No
I think this would have been a
explanations.
fun one to watch with people. Like this would have been
That's
an
true.
interesting
Yeah.
watch along one, just to have someone to bounce off the craziness.
Yeah.
Oh, that poor guy.
And it does feel like Ogroff, the Mad Mutilator, which is a
Yes.
French movie
Oh,
that
God.
Very much.
AJ
so.
and I have watched
Yeah, you
before
guys.
on the Bad Movie Night channel, because it's just like this random weird lumbering dude through half the movie. And there's
very
that movie made more
indiscriminately.
sense than this. Yeah,
That did make more sense. Remember
I mean,
Ogroff
Fun
got married?
kills.
Ogroff got married. Okay, Ogroff, we're
That's
happy
a
for
movie
Ogroff.
now.
Damn,
Yeah,
that's
but
a
did
fucking
Ogroff
movie.
have a scene where a squishing stomach
Oh,
is
the
squeezing out intestines? Going
That's how
They
it
had some
works.
pretty violent stuff in there.
All right, I'll play.
for
it.
35
Here we
seconds
go.
straight?
Here we go.
Oh, the sounds.
That's awesome.
Oh, the sounds.
And that was a theme through the whole movie.
That
Like
music?
someone would die or be attacked, and it would go on forever, and no one would
Forever.
say anything. She would just scream and pull, and they'd be pulling, and no one's saying anything. They're just grunting and screaming.
Yeah.
Squishy.
Weekend at Spiv's house.
You guys miss out. You never come over anymore.
Like when she's getting pushed in the grave by that old lady, and she's just screaming, trying to shut it.
Oh,
It's like
God.
it's like
Why
just
doesn't she just
kick her
stand
in
up
the
there?
just kick her in the face or something.
Walk away.
It was so bad.
It is fun in a lot of ways, though. Like it's pure torture, but it's just the complete insanity of it is kind of fun. I don't know. I think Rebecca's right, or whoever said we should. It'd be more fun watching it with a group of people.
There's just like
Yeah.
these over the
think
top
there's-
characters too, you know? I kept getting like Scooby Doo vibes, like you have the
Yeah.
you have the witch. you
We're
have the
making away with it
creepy-
too.
Yeah, it's just like it was very silly
the mummy.
in a lot of ways.
Well, because it
You have-
starts. Go ahead.
Go
Sorry.
ahead. No, go ahead. I don't want to talk about this.
Well, like we said before, it starts out like it's going to be some slasher in the woods thing, and then we meet this couple on the side of the road. This is after the other couple that the guy
Two
just
couples, I
massacres.
think,
Two
yeah.
couples.
Yeah, he kills a bunch of people at the beginning.
Yeah.
Oh, I love the.
And you
one
think that's
so
going to
much
be the
blood
whole
spraying.
movie,
Yeah.
but then you're introduced to our main characters.
She gets attacked
And
by a cat, but not really.
she's fucking crazy or something.
I don't understand.
We don't know. We don't
She's
know.
insane.
Did that cat attack
her hands aren't scratched up anymore.
I want to go home. I don't want to go anywhere. I have to stay here. I'm gonna go. What are
She's
you?
awful. She's just awful.
She's le petite awful.
It's pronounced Ufel.
You have a
The
few
Eiffel
like
Tower.
things in this movie that I can pick out. So you have a cat that means something. You have this black horse that means something.
Oh,
The
You have-
horse
Hold on,
is
Chris.
Satan.
Chris.
Bots.
What?
Naked sex
Oh,
box bag.
Jesus Christ.
That's sex.
Oh,
That's
it's our
okay
favorite
because
fan.
we're talking about horses.
That's true.
Ooh.
Happens every
yeah.
time.
Okay, you have the guy who has like the Third Reich like
Oh,
jacket
geez.
on,
SS
who's
jacket,
who's
yeah.
deformed.
Yeah.
Okay, and then you have. That's it. Oh, you have
The old couple who runs the hotel.
The old couple. You have the mummy's girlfriend who also looks like the main character,
That's,
but with a
Who
wig
is?
that's the
on.
sister.
That's the monster's sister.
Right.
Yeah.
The
But-
monster's dead sister.
And so
She also looks like
She
main
looks
character.
exactly like the
Cleopatra.
main character.
Does she?
Oh, and Cleopatra.
That
yeah.
hair. That
Wouldn't
wig.
Cleopatra
And then-
not
That's a
been
bad
white?
wig.
and then you get the most like the biggest dump of I wouldn't call it story. I don't know. It's just a shit. It's just a big shit pile
It's
of shit
the
of-
legend. The five
of this
brothers.
shipwreck. Okay, and these bandits
Yeah.
like making the ship crash into these
It's
rocks.
terrible. I love
And
the
then-
reaction shot of the ship coming at them at the rocks.
Yeah, they're like,
Yeah,
oh,
that's good.
There's a ship. What are we gonna do? Oh no!
and that's it. Like they give you these little things, and then the movie's just a bunch of non sequiturs. Like I don't
Yeah.
understand. And then it ends.
Well,
Yep.
Okay,
Yeah.
so the couple shows up at the hotel. They check in. They hear the story about the boat and how weird stuff happens before, during, and after the equinox,
Yes.
which is all the time. But and then weird stuff happens, and then a new
was the
couple
mummy.
shows up, and it's implied that the same loop is going to happen again.
Okay, so who
The
is
end.
the old lady that assists the Nazi
That's
monster?
the mom.
That's his mother.
that's his mom.
Yeah, that's his
No,
mom.
the
Duh,
other one.
Aaron.
The other one.
What other
The
one?
one who's always smoking and stuff.
That's
the one
the
that gets
mom.
impaled with a
That's
gate.
the mom of
Yeah.
the monster
the
and
mom.
the dead
Oh,
lady.
it's the mom. Okay.
With the lantern.
Yeah. What is
Right.
she doing in this movie? I don't understand.
She's like the gravedigger or something. I don't
She tells him what to do.
Is that a
Oh,
wrestler?
God.
This is the Undertaker.
It's pallbearer. Yeah, why doesn't she just stand up there?
I don't know.
Don't ruin the movie. Wait, did we lose someone? AJ's like, I'm fucking out.
But yeah, I mean that the basic plot is what I said, and then it just expands on each of the elements.
Does it expand?
And well, not really. We get a lot of close-ups of bleeding and grunting.
Yes.
and the mummy has like blue blood, I guess.
Oh man,
Something.
you get a
Yeah,
real
because
close
that all
up.
comes out the mouth.
Yeah, over and over and over.
Okay,
And,
that's all cool. But what about the old man and the horse?
Yeah.
The
I don't-
horse,
I don't
the
know.
horse is Satan.
Yes.
Oh, I thought
That's
the horse was.
that's my theory.
I
It's
thought the horse was
possessed
a
by a
good
demon,
force.
at least.
The horse
No.
keeps going.
Oh, the
outside
horse
of
is bad.
Yeah.
Why is the horse bad? It kills the zombie guy. It kills,
Kills the bad guy, yeah.
kills the bad guys. It
Is he,
doesn't.
is he a bad guy?
Well, I think the thing is,
He's wearing a freaking SS jacket. I would think so.
the horse wants the girl to possess and take to hell. But they just want to kill her because she looks like the daughter. So the horse was pissed that they were trying to kill her.
Oh,
So they're fighting
wow.
over getting her.
Yes.
Okay.
And the
Dear
horse. The
Lord.
horse. The
I
horse
feel
goes
like
in
I
front
didn't
of the
watch this movie
hotel
properly.
in the middle of the night and keeps making noise, which pisses the old guy off. So he grabs his gun,
And all
And
the
chases
shotgun
him-
shells.
chases
Alright,
him out
hold on.
into a field, which is nowhere near the hotel.
All right.
Yeah.
Let me do a few of these.
Wait! I know you're quick.
Okay.
How
So
can
that's
he
the
not
first
hit that
5 minute
horse?
long one. And then you got this one later.
He's shooting one way as the horse is running behind him.
It's edited so badly.
It really is.
Oh, AJ says his power went out.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
Fucking hairs.
Sounds like a
Shit's
good
falling
excuse.
apart up in there.
Good excuse to get out of talking about this movie.
Oh, no, I got- Oh, the lights are going. I don't know what's
What are you gonna do?
happening.
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? What are you? Oh, I better go. Okay, guys.
Yeah.
And that's it, right?
That's pretty much it.
Well, I mean-
there's like 40 minutes with no one speaks.
No, no.
It's almost a silent movie. Yeah.
Yeah.
It really is.
There's screams and there's grunts and
It would be better as a silent movie.
Yeah.
Take
'Cause
out all the sound effects.
I never understood why the wife just ran away and left her husband there. It's like,
Where
I'm
did the
scared. I
husband
need to
go?
leave.
Yeah,
He's
last
at home
we see
in
him,
bed.
he's sleeping in bed. That's the last we see him.
Yeah.
Why did she get up in the middle of the night?
Because she was scared.
She was too scared.
She was
and then
scared,
the horse
so
was-
she's just going to go out by herself.
She wanted
Okay.
to
I'm
leave.
afraid of the noises, so I'm gonna go investigate.
I'm going to go run in the woods.
Can somebody
Yeah, 90.
explain then this scene to me, which happens after some things? Like this is near the end of the movie.
Were those sounds coming out of
I
her
don't-
butt, or was that the
I
cat?
don't know. Because
She wasn't alarmed by him, so probably.
no, I think the cat's another denizen of the devil.
The
and
cat is definitely.
they're
a
like, we've
demon
got
thing,
her. So
My cat was not
Ladies
happy
and gentlemen.
with that scene.
Got him.
right? So that scene is to tell the audience that it was a dream, but then we find
Right.
out that it's not a dream because
Right.
her clothes
we?
and raincoat are in the
Sorry.
bathroom. Yep.
I sneezed.
Well, I
thought
thought
it was
it was
a
the
cat.
She's
cat.
wearing different pajamas. But yeah.
dude,
Wait, so she's not actually dreaming? Again,
It was not
explain
I
this
don't
to
it
me.
actually
was
a dream.
not a
no.
dream.
No.
How?
Because
Because
the
if we keep
That
playing
damn
that
cat.
clip, Mr. Sneeze,
He's allergic to
He's
this
Mr.
movie.
Sneeze.
the raincoat and the boots were behind the door.
and her nightgown or whatever you'd call that she was wearing, her negligee. Yeah,
Spiff,
What does that have to do with
it's
the
a technical
devil?
term.
Spiff, why are you so creepy?
Put on this negligee.
There's one point where it's where she first runs out of the castle. She's in the negligee and she hasn't gone to the stop.
That's the word. What would you call it?
Negligee.
It's your,
That's what it is.
it's your delivery of
Just
it.
you, Spiff. Yeah, it's you.
You're like the
Oh my god.
drooling monster from the beginning of the movie.
My power's gonna go out
Like
here.
you were talking, and you're like, "Oh yeah, it's all good," and then you're like, "Negligee." Like you slowed everything down, got real creepy.
It puts the lotion on the skin.
Exactly. That's it.
Yeah. So I said to the guy, no. All right, what
Anyways,
the hell were we
Lindsay,
talking about? I'm
and-
sorry.
Lindsay,
you want to
you were
wear
saying-
The negligee.
for
Well, it's about the negligee. That
Oh,
first
for
time-
God's sake.
Listen. She's running out of the castle the first time before she gets the raincoat and the boots because that was in the car. and she's
Yes.
right at the gate, and the horse runs up to her, and it like scares her, and for some reason she like shields herself way up here, and I'm like, why is she doing that? I'm like, oh, because the director said don't cover this area up
It was a little see-through, yeah.
a little bit.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Because
it
it's
was all
really
him.
awkward how she did it, and I'm like, why is she doing that? I'm like, oh, because they don't want this covered.
There was nothing sexual about this film at all, though.
cinema.
Like for a French movie, I expected more nudity.
Well,
Or some
they
nudity.
they usually.
even see her breasts.
I mean,
No, I'm sneezing.
God damn it, this is a cursed podcast here. AJ loses power. AJ, I know you can't hear us, but if you hear a little ship creaking in the dark, run for your life.
It's coming out of his furnace.
so
Powder.
I love how
Yeah.
she went to the powder and then looked back at the mummy and then looked back to the powder and was like, yeah, I'll shoot that
everything.
one.
Everything's
Such a
drawn out
crazy
that way.
transition there. Just wham. Oh, it's a dream.
Or was it?
When does she fall into
Where's
the
my
ground?
husband? Oh, he left to
So-
fix the tires.
Yeah, when does she fall?
Where's the old guy?
That's
oh,
at the very-
after that?
Getting breakfast.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's when after she wakes up and everything.
wait, I pulled
Yeah,
a
then we
clip
get the
of
new
that.
couple checking in, and then we see the loop again of the
Oh wait,
people
here I
wheeling
got
the
upload.
body.
Dude, that swallowed by the grass sequence
That was
was actually
cool,
like the
man.
coolest thing in
That was
fucking
the
That was pretty
coolest
awesome.
thing.
I was not expecting that, and it just
Oh,
swallowed.
it's
her.
uploading.
It's like a drag me to hell moment.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
AJ's back, by the way.
Freaking cat.
Le
Guess who's back?
Okay, so it doesn't make a goddamn lick of sense.
Well,
They did try for a lot. Like, there's a lot of gory scenes in this movie that they're just like, this is cool, right? And then just let it sit there for a really long time.
a lot
I'm
of
like,
blood
it
and add in
actually
the
is pretty cool.
sounds.
There's one
We
effect
got the
that's,
bot again.
They stayed on the people too long though, because you could see them like breathing and swallowing.
that's just-
That was the whole movie.
That's
did
part of the
a
fun.
minute straight of the zombie just bleeding. Just, or the
He
melody.
took forever to
Just,
die.
just
My-
standing there.
My favorite part of the whole movie is when the ship comes out of the cliffs.
That the miniature was
The
great.
miniature one. Well, and then
It was
the
like 6 inches tall.
then that big cargo box opens up and you see the sarcophagus inside. And then later it
said
cuts
that
back
weird.
to that. I said what weird?
Yeah, say sarcophagus.
inside.
This
Just talking.
sarcophagus.
Yeah, see, he makes everything gross.
That's true. He does. Sorry,
And,
continue.
and they pan back to the sarcophagus, and it creeps
No, stop
open.
saying that word.
It creeps open to
losing all
reveal the
meaning.
mummy, and you realize that they didn't have a whole sarcophagus.
Fuck!
There's only the lid.
Only
It's
the lid.
lost all
Only
meaning.
the
I can't
lid.
even understand the word
What
anymore.
is it?
I didn't notice that. Yeah, Chris
There's
played the clip.
no. It just
don't have
it's
clip.
The
it's
mummy
just the
coming
front
out.
swings open in front of him.
In front of the what?
In
Sarcophagus.
front of
God
the
damn it!
negligee
But, okay,
area.
okay, but they never at any point explain the mummy and
Yes,
its
they do.
bride,
No.
right?
Well, the shipment on the ship was from Egypt,
They had
Yes,
stopover
but-
in
so it was
Cairo.
cursed.
Ah, I missed that.
And then the 5 brothers were luring ships to the rocks because they were
Yeah, I
having
got
fun,
that.
I guess. So
And they all
yes.
died.
And then the ship went into the rocks, maybe?
Somehow.
But it comes out every equinox because the
And then-
days and
and
nights
then-
are equal.
And then everything repeats.
And then it repeats. It's like a Star Trek episode. The time loop.
Vicious cycle.
Vicious
One of
cycle.
these times, Data will figure it out and save the day.
All right, let's play a little end credits music. Here we go. Dude, all that is just gone.
It's Bach.
Bach, man.
Yeah, that's
It's probably its most famous piece.
Toccata.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is pretty cool.
I would have
is
used more
pretty sweet,
Bach,
yeah.
honestly, than some of that garbage we got earlier.
Yeah.
Wait, you don't like the intro music? Oh, that part where it gets off. Ah,
They metronome.
Maybe they should just take 2 on that one.
Do you have
All right.
Did you already show the guy on fire?
Oh yeah, I do.
They
have
let
that.
him burn way too
Right,
long.
Yeah, I was
Bro.
thinking that too. He was going.
He
His
actually got
jacket was all silver
Yeah.
there. I'm sure it's some
Especially
sort of
right
this-
before it cuts, it looks like he's starting to freak out.
Yeah,
I like,
yeah,
though-
he starts
God,
to
it
get up
burns.
like, okay, put it out.
I like later, like 2 minutes later in the movie, she goes to check her trunk for gasoline. She's like, "Oh yeah,
I said that.
Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, I used it.
I burned that fucker. I forgot that was 2 minutes ago."
This is showing
He
that.
stinks so much.
That's how you make a movie, Spiff. That's how you make a fucking movie.
It's true.
The audience
Yeah.
might have forgotten.
And that's pretty much it. What a movie, Rebecca. We're not doing honor and titles, are we, Aaron?
Yeah, we can do them.
We already did them.
All right, go ahead.
I don't really have any good ones. I have Lost in Translation. Peter's Boyle. Le Whatten Fuckenstein. Ground Gina. Shroom Honeymoon. Horsing Around. And The Sound of No Silence.
Okay. I have none. I thought we weren't doing it anymore.
What? All right, I'm done.
Thought
I'm done.
anymore.
All right,
Le
Rebecca,
Devoir.
would you recommend The Devil's what's this
Story.
called? Devil's
Devil's
Story.
Story.
Devil Story.
Devils.
I think I'm gonna recommend you watch it with somebody. This is not
Yeah.
something that you can watch on your own because it's so strange. You just have to have somebody to talk it through with.
Okay. Spiv.
Yeah, definitely a group movie. Laura watches with me, as she does most of our movies, and it was more fun to kind of make fun of it as it went on. So yeah, I would recommend it though.
Lindsay.
I definitely agree that you should watch it with someone. I watched it with my dogs, and they didn't have much to say. So
They didn't say woof.
They didn't like all the horses.
they weren't that interested. But yeah, I think watch it, but do it with at least one other person.
Aaron.
Yeah, I'll concede that this would probably be a lot more fun with a group of people, or at least one other person, not a dog, hopefully. Possibly a cat or a horse, maybe. I'm not sure. Maybe emu? Anyways, I would say in good conscience, I can't recommend this film because it's barely a movie, but
Yeah.
it is definitely weird and there's some entertaining bits. So
AJ.
Yeah, I wanted to like this, but I did not like it. I am not going to recommend this movie. If I wanted to see an old man running around with a gun for 20 minutes, I'd just tune into the NRA convention.
So that's why you signed
You
off,
wrote
so you could
that
come
one.
up with that joke?
He's been workshopping that joke. It's what he was doing.
I really
It's a power outage.
I did go out.
I think it's interesting. It's an interesting oddity. I'm actually surprised that AJ didn't like it. I thought this would be up his alley. It's got some interesting moments if you're looking for something weird. But otherwise, no. It's too weird.
Yeah.
It's too much. It's too
It's
much.
weird. Put on your negligee and sit back.
That's what.
I'd rather watch Ogroff, frankly.
That's his Tinder profile. Good job. Yeah, Ogroff is a better version of this. All right, time to move on and play again.
Game time, baby.
Your theories are the worst kind of complete, right? Your methods are sloppy and your conclusions are highly questionable. Shall we play?
Rebecca, you are fully loaded
All
and
right.
ready to rock.
Well, the horse was the main star in this, so we're gonna dive into some horse facts for our game today. Starting off, a human has 206 bones. How many does a horse have?
Well, let's see.
Probably
toes-
less.
Their toes are all fused into one, right? So
It's
I'm
lots of
thinking
ribs.
less.
So, okay, how many bones are in a toe, Spiv? Toes.
Oh boy, a ton.
Okay, so 100.
I want to say
I'm
112.
I'm gonna say 176.
They have ribs.
Yes.
We don't eat horse ribs. Why don't we eat horses? They're big.
People eat horses.
Some people eat horses.
It's illegal, isn't it, in the U.S. or something? thought it was something about horse meat. I don't know.
Is Aaron
They
here or
put
did
it in
he
dog
leave?
food.
We lost
Nope, we
Aaron.
just lost him.
What the shit is going on?
Is there a storm or
everyone
something?
tonight?
Oh.
Too much air conditioning,
All right,
Chris.
it is 208 bones.
Ooh.
More.
Ooh, it's
Wow.
More
Yeah.
than half, yeah.
Yeah,
Look
I
at
was
those
right
it's
to
ribs.
all
look at
the
it.
like the spine and the ribs and
Yeah,
The
it's that,
tail.
and the tail. Yeah,
yeah.
that makes up for lack of toes.
How many gallons of saliva do horses produce a day?
Not as much as
Gosh.
Aaron.
I'm back,
Oh,
asshole.
that's a lot.
How many gallons does a person produce?
Gallons?
A
I want to
lot.
say
Probably
Gallons
at
is a
least
lot.
10.
12.
20.
12 gallons in a day?
Yeah. I used to
Really?
have a
You
horse.
swallow a lot,
They're
man.
very slobbery.
Oh, I thought we were talking about people again. I'm sorry. Yes, that makes way more sense.
I'm gonna say
What the hell?
5 gallons.
20.
It is
11.2.
10 gallons.
God, that's
There's
a lot.
a 10-gallon tote just to
Just
put
to
it
How
in
much?
perspective.
How much would I have to pay you guys to drink 10 gallons of horse slobber?
I don't think you have enough money.
Nope. I don't think you could physically do it.
No,
Even if you, like,
you can't
Yeah,
drink
10
a
Be a
gallon.
gallons of
willing
liquid, that's a
person.
lot.
We don't have to drink
Yeah.
it all at once. You can drink it over like a month.
Oh! Festering horse saliva.
You could even add like
water
you can
it
even
down.
add like
You
one
can
of
add some
those.
mixers
Slavery.
and stuff.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
throw a little Mio in there. You'll
Throw
be
some
good.
Crystal Light.
Crystal Light packet.
Does it taste like blueberries? No.
Oh,
no
fresh
calories.
No,
Freshen it
tastes
right
like
up.
hay.
It's
Yeah.
natural flavors. Natural flavors.
How long is the longest horse tail ever recorded?
Oof.
9 feet.
Gosh.
What?
It wouldn't fit
I
the
don't wanna know
negligee.
that.
That's all I have to say.
Jesus Christ, Biv.
Sorry.
I'm gonna say
So, 10.
I don't know, like 3 feet.
6 feet.
We're talking about the bone or the hair?
Hair.
I would assume the
Okay.
hair, right?
You know it.
Oh my god.
What the hell
Set
is
me
wrong
up
with
for
you?
that one. I don't-
Yeah.
That's very true.
12 feet 6 inches
Wow.
long.
Holy
wow, look at that.
It's like a wedding dress train thing.
shit! So do they normally cut them?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
a lot of I'm sure they've bred for that
Mm-hmm.
specific thing, longer tails and mane, but usually they're like 3 feet long naturally. Because they rub up against stuff and get caught everywhere, and they whip
Mm.
it around, so it just gets pulled out and falls out, stuff like that.
True or false? Horses can vomit.
False.
they
I'm
can't.
going to
far.
say no.
A cat can vomit. So a horse, you would think, would be able
Cat
to.
doesn't have as long of a neck.
Do horses have more than one stomach?
It's
Yeah.
like a giraffe.
No.
Then, is
Yeah.
what
I
you're
know
saying.
cows do. Do they have
You have
two?
2? Cows have
Well,
like
They
4.
vomit
They have a-
internally.
they have
Cows have 4.
They have a weird stomach, like where it can get flipped and everything.
Yeah.
So,
Oh,
I'm
geez.
thinking they
So does my
can't
Great
vomit.
Dane.
mm-hmm.
It is false. Their stomachs would burst before they could actually throw up.
Yeah.
They have like a
Wow.
muscle that keeps it.
That's crazy.
Now there's
Yeah.
a movie idea for you, Chris.
It's not fun to
A horse
deal
that
with.
blew up from
It's
eating too
not
much.
yeah. It's not fun to deal with when
Is this
that
gonna be
happens.
tusk too?
I'm sure.
They also can't burp.
No, it's disgusting.
Yeah.
So what
True or
happens?
false? Horses breathe through their noses and mouths.
False.
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 True.
Just nose.
I'm true. Yeah.
It is false.
Oh, the
nose only.
Wow.
They got big schnauzers though. Like those are
They
big
do.
fuckers.
Mhm.
And they have the softest noses. They're very, very soft.
Very velvety.
Mm-hmm.
In Wilbur, Washington, what is the cost of the fine for riding an ugly horse?
What?
Ask your mom.
Oh, Trebek.
$20.
No. $5.
I'm not
This
in
has to be a very
jail.
old law.
$200.
I have
$100
no
bucks.
idea.
Someone in town has a really ugly horse, and they had to make it a law.
$300.
Holy
$300?
shit. What the hell's wrong with that horse?
Ugly.
This is what you get when you Google ugly horse.
Oh, it looks deformed.
That looks
Apparently,
like an-
there's like it's a breed that looks like
Oh.
this. Yeah,
It is creepy.
it is. How old did the oldest horse ever live to be?
50 something.
57.
47.
72.
110.
72.
110.
Because horses don't die of old age. They like break a hip or do something
Yeah.
like that, and you have to put them down. They live a long time.
He was 62 years old.
Oh,
Holy
that's
shit.
so sad.
Yeah.
That's an
Why is
ancient
that
horse.
sad? He's the oldest living fucking horse in existence.
Look, he looks
He's
sad. Look at
famous.
that. He looks so sad.
How tall was the tallest horse ever?
At the shoulder, or what are we measuring?
Oh,
At the
man.
withers, yeah.
22
Yeah, this is-
hands high.
17 hands.
I went
So
by
that's-
feet.
Okay.
Oh.
I converted to feet.
7, 8 feet.
10 feet.
12
14.
feet.
Yeah, 15,
To the withers.
15 feet.
It was 7 feet 1 inch.
Wow.
Damn.
To the
That's
withers.
crazy.
That's huge.
To the
Yeah.
withers? To the balls.
To the
That's
withers.
crazy.
To the sweat drop down my horse.
And there you are. I have some horse facts.
All right. Thank you, Rebecca. That was a good game.
Yep.
That was a good game.
Let's move on. Do some listener feedback. Here we go.
I suggest we read some listener feedback, sir.
Make it so, number one.
Emails. You tiny little emails. You precious little emails. Where are you?
In this segment, Spiv reads his own comments for your enjoyment.
I didn't leave any comments this time. Last week, we watched Witchcraft 7 Judgment Hour.
Classic.
It was a good movie.
It was better than Devil's Story.
It was
I
a
can
good
agree
ass
on that.
movie.
Good.
Mike DeRosier, speaking of the end of the movie year awards, Biminis, he has an idea for a new award category, most ridiculous line of the year,
It's good.
and he nominates the cop in this movie, saying, "Well, we'll just say he fell on a stick."
They're so lazy in this movie. In that movie.
Oh boy. Let's see. Taylor Ann's full version of her alternate title was Bram Stoker's Witchcraft 7, directed by the character of Nicolas Cage in Vampire's Kiss.
He has a new vampire movie coming out soon, right?
It's Dracula.
Are they making Face Off 2?
Yeah.
I've heard
Face Off
something
too.
about that. Yeah.
That sounds awful.
I know. It sounds amazing. Let's just keep it going.
It's only been, what, 25 years?
So when
since
they
the
do
first-
that, though, they're obviously going to introduce a new young, fresh face, too. So is this
Yeah.
young, fresh face person's going to get put on an old-ass man body?
Maybe. I'll tell you what I
All
want to see.
CGI.
Nick
Uh-huh.
Cage in Avatar 8. That's what I want.
But he's like, everything is CGI'd except for
Except
him.
him.
He's just like...
Yes.
Thanks.
I'd watch that. I'm not going to lie. I'd
I'd
watch
watch
that.
that.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
David Black's got an alternate title, Termineuter 7 Judgment Hour. There was a lot of boobs in that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He says, this is the schlock we were all expecting. My, what fake teeth you have, we say. The movie replies, the better to suck with.
Oh, no.
And suck it does. This is the best of the series so far. He's dying to know what 8 is like. Hopefully we find out.
Send the bar high, guys.
I am very excited for 8. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
It's all uphill. It's all gone. It's up. It's all up
Getting
from here.
better.
It's a whole other animal now.
Can you get better than 7? I don't know. Paul
think
I
Lilienthal,
guess we
Froze.
better just stop. Then.
Did Aaron freeze?
he's blinking.
Oh, no, he
No,
didn't.
he's
He's just always disappointed.
He's shot
I
up
didn't
for
hear anything for the
negligees.
last 3 minutes.
Paul Lilienthal was very upset, Chris, at you for wearing a witchcraft shirt last week. He says wearing a witchcraft shirt is one step below wearing a Girls Gone Wild shirt.
Whoa. Shots
Whoa.
fired.
Now, this is where we splice in that picture of Aaron wearing the FBI shirt from high school.
That was Chris.
That was Chris.
Me.
Was it
Chris.
Chris?
That wasn't Aaron.
Let's see if I can find it. Here it is.
Matthew Pfeiffer, man, who knew there were so many people in the shitty pervert film industry that shared my last name?
I would have guessed.
He actually has a cousin named Jerry. But as far as he knows, he's a high school English teacher, and he was actually his 10th grade English teacher when he was a kid.
Oh, that's creepy and weird, right?
That's like conflict of interest or something, right?
Yeah. Yeah. What's wrong with wearing a witchcraft t-shirt? It's not
I
that
think it's
bad.
badass, frankly.
I think it's fucking
Especially
badass, Paul.
It is badass.
Because it's one thing to wear a witchcraft t-shirt. It's another thing to wear like a witchcraft 7 t-shirt. There's a little bit of a this.
I didn't wear a
differences
Witchcraft
there.
7 t-shirt,
You
but
wore
I
a
might.
witchcraft one.
I might next week.
At least Chris has
make
seen
your
the
own.
movies. You know, it's not like
That's
he's just
true.
He's not a
pretending.
poser.
Yeah.
No, I'm not a poser. I'm a big witchcraft fan.
I bet you can't even name a witchcraft movie, Chris.
That might be
remember all
fair,
of them.
actually. That might be fair. What was the last one called?
Judgment Kiss.
Judgment
Judgment
Hour.
Coven
Hour.
of
Judgment Hour.
boobs.
Kiss of Death.
Judgment Hour.
Just
Death. What was the one
mix
before
all
that?
of the words together. and then-
Noir. What was the Noir one for?
The
In
Devil's Mistress.
That was Dance with the Devil.
the Pale Moonlight.
Was that the one with the Julie Strain bathroom intro?
Yeah,
That one's iconic.
We supposedly
Simply for that.
this one on DVD.
it's burned into your brain.
We missed out.
Oh, let's see. Marilyn Knepper has seen the movie The Final Sanction. It's like Rambo versus Red Scorpion.
I'd watch that.
Sounds cool.
Yeah, it does sound cool.
She says Black Dynamite is badass.
Badass.
Black Dynamite. That's dynamite. We should watch that. That sounds cool.
Let's see. And she also says she's going to do a movie binge for her birthday on May 27th. We missed it. Happy birthday, Marilyn.
Happy birthday, Marilyn.
She was looking
Are you
for
as old as
Toxic
Lindsay?
Avenger. No one's that old, Chris.
Oh.
Wow.
Except for me and Aaron. I was looking for Toxic Avenger on Tubi, saw Devil's Story from what I saw on YouTube about it. It's crazy.
That's true.
That's
Yeah.
something.
So this is a t-shirt idea for us. On the front, you got your Bad Movie Night podcast logo.
Mhm.
On the back, we watch witchcraft movies, so you don't have to. But you should.
There is a Witchcraft Bad Movie Night t-shirt on TeePublic for sale right now. If you want to get that.
They're on sale right now,
And you can-
$14.99.
You got to
Let me
show it
get
on
them.
the stream here.
You can rest easy knowing we don't make anything.
Literally nothing at all. We actually lose money.
Pretty much.
Please don't order things. That does it for our listener feedback on Witchcraft 7. If you'd like to leave feedback for me to read next week, you have to go to our YouTubes, search Devil's Story Bad Movie Night, and leave us a comment.
So do it.
So do it, or I'll wear a negligee.
That old lady in Britain. will
Please
be
do
all
it. I
over
don't
that.
want to see that.
Is it wrong? It's sexy,
it's what-
or he's kind of like my kid, or something. It was really weird email. Remember
Yeah.
that?
What?
Do you remember that comment?
Cougar, that was all about
or
spin.
adopt him.
Oh,
Yeah, that's what
yeah. Has she commented again?
No, we
we
scared her
scared her
That was
away.
the only
that
time.
segment.
Aw,
The cougar.
Scared her away.
the Cougar Corner.
Cougar Corner. Yeah, we only got to do one of those.
It's
Yeah.
good, though. It's
That
good.
is a shame.
All right, it's time for the wheel, and this is a Patreon week, so
Yes, thank
Oh,
God.
Oh, this is cool.
Witchcraft.
What's on here? Wow,
we got a bunch of
stacked.
people posted in the Slack, and this is, of course, if you want to be part of this, patreon.com/Bad Movie Night Show. You can sign up there, and you can get on the Patreon wheel, which we do at least once a month. So here we go. We got
Why is Vampire's Kiss still on there? Oh, it's not on the actual wheel, but it's on.
this is I have unchecked. You guys told me to
we
uncheck.
taught him how to check the boxes.
We don't need Vampire's Kiss though. All right. We've got Dancing It's On, starring one Gary Daniels, which I really am not looking forward to.
That's
that
gonna be
at
a rough
fucking
one.
It's
all.
gonna
Oh
be
my God.
awesome.
That's gonna be a weird episode, that's for sure.
Yeah.
We got Silent Trigger, starring Dolph Lundgren
Nice.
and I don't know, some sort of like advanced
wrong
stapler
there.
or something. I don't know what he's holding, but that's what it looks like.
Yes,
Like it looks like a stapler, right?
take my swing line.
We've got Sorority Babes, Slime Bowl, Super Rama. That's been on the wheel forever.
Yeah.
We've got Slime City, also been on the wheel for a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've got Evil Speak, starring one Clint Howard of
Yes.
Evil Speak fame. We've got Rage, The Rage, which is Paul's
The Rage.
pick, and I am just this is the one I'm hoping for. We got Killer Eye, which was Aaron.
Is
you
The
don't have to
Rage a
unpack it on the
zombie
podcast.
I mean, it
don't
looks
know what
like
it is.
2 balls on a penis.
That's everything looks like that to you.
You see what you want to see. Yeah.
No, it's a
Metaphor.
syringe. It's a
What they
syringe
wanna
and
do. See what they
he's
want to
like-
see.
the Addams Family. Okay. The Killer Eye, which I think was Taylor's. And then our Rand DMC recommended Grandma's House recently,
Did we see that movie?
which we did an episode on that
Yeah.
got
Yes.
lost. So
Lost in time.
I'd watch it again. I don't remember a goddamn
It's a
thing about
fun
it.
movie. Yeah.
Did we watch
Never
that?
seen
I don't
it.
think I watched that one.
Well, there you
it
go.
was
So
out
it's
that
back
time.
on the wheel. So here,
Sweet.
yeah, you were because John Dunning was on the show, and so was Ian. This is a really weird episode.
And that's why we
Yeah, it
lost it,
was.
because someone was
Yeah.
recording their audio.
a couple people were.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sounds
So
right.
here
Sounds about right.
we go.
Come on, Slime City.
Repulsive.
I believe
Oh, it's gonna
AJ
be
rigged the wheel.
good.
AJ is rigged the wheel. He somehow
wanna
called
see
it
this.
before it happened,
I did.
which was a little questionable.
That's why his
Very.
power went out.
Slime City. Let's go check out that trailer.
The 80s Grindhouse classic by the Doctor of Gore, Gregory Lamberson, is back. And digitally remastered in all its repugnant glory. Take a trip to Slime City for the most gruesome and disgusting climax you will ever see.
Yes. It's gonna be a fun one. Move over.
Trauma-esque.
I like gruesome
Slime
and
City's
disgusting
coming.
climaxes.
That's
You've been known to like that occasionally, Spiff.
Slime City. That kind of reminded me of the whatchamacallit, with everyone melting together at the end.
Society.
yeah.
How
Society.
fun.
Wasn't there a
Do
video
not-
game called
No.
Slime City?
No.
that's a whole nother level.
No.
This
No.
looked more like that
That's way
Australian
better.
movie we watched.
Oh, the
this-
melting meltdown.
No.
This looks like street trash and stuff like that.
Body
yeah,
melt.
yeah. Body melt.
No, not even body mount. So that's what we're doing next week, guys. Slime City. It is available on Tubi, so no reason not to check it out. Sean says, nice. Taylor Ann says, make sure you don't eat anything while watching it.
Good advice. Good advice.
So, AJ, you're looking forward to this one.
I am. I think it's going to be good. It's supposed to be quite a classic.
There
Quite
you go.
classic.
Quite a classic.
Yeah.
Much like Lindsay now. since she's
Wow.
sorry. I'm sorry. Anyways, that's going to do it for this week's episode. We hope you enjoyed it. If you did, go to the iTunes, leave a review. That helps out the show. And then if you want to get access to the pre-show... Oh, by the way, I did try to set up a Battlefield Earth recording. AJ can... AJ responded. Mark didn't respond. Didn't
I don't
fucking
think you
respond.
guys, you
Where's
the guys
Mark at?
either have to like start doing it again or never ever do it again, but keep
Or-
bitching about not doing it.
No, we're
He
definitely
wants, to be
gonna
the, he wants to be the new Mark.
Or somebody can be the
you,
new Mark.
You need a new Mark. You got to find a tall, like,
Also-
well-known dude.
We need to do a watch-along.
Yeah.
I'd like to do that soon.
Find a
It's
mini
been a while.
Mark.
Fun.
Get a really short
Summer
balding
watch-along.
dude.
So let's do a watch-along here. We'll get some dates soon. God, we're not going to do it because no one else is going to put it
I want to do a watch along.
Then pick a
Watch
fucking
along.
date. Pick a date, AJ.
All right. Next Friday.
I can't do next Friday.
There you go. We tried, everyone. We tried.
We will do
Next
a backyard
Saturday. I can do
Chris.
Saturday. I can do a Saturday. I can do a
And
Saturday.
we'll do a fire pit. We'll watch it outside.
I could do
Oh,
a Saturday
Aaron's
night
coming
if it's
over for
late
his birthday. There you go.
No, I'm not coming over for my birthday. God damn it, no. I want to be
wants
alone.
to
All right,
Be
that's
by
it.
himself.
We're done. We're done. I'm fucking quitting. We're done. That's it for this
Done.
week's episode. Next week, we're doing Slime City. So make sure you check that out, and we will catch you here next time, guys. Good.
Slime.
City.
Bad Movie Night Podcast. 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 We hope you enjoy listening to Bad Movie Night.